he picked the wrong family, and not scared of a conflict, and we're not scared. We're not running. We're coming at him.
Hey guys, welcome to the think tank. I don't know, I can probably sense that great cooking. How are y'all doing? Good to see you, Bruja. Welcome, Queen Olive. Hey, Mexi Dandy. Happy Saturday, guys. So, how is your weather where you guys are? There's been some strange stuff happening around the US lately. Here in the Rockies, we're waiting for snow, actually. I woke up and it was below 0. I think our high today is 2 Celsius. It's like, oh my word. I don't know. I don't know. I must smell the good cooking way over here. I've been basically deep diving the Susan Morphew. Hey there, Perry. The Suzanne Morphew case. And oh my word, I just jumped straight into like a rabbit hole. I know, where did the summer go? I have no clue. It was brief, wasn't it? Both Western and Eastern Canada. Are you serious? I'm coming for a visit. So I downloaded the probable cause from Barry's last arrest, and it's like 100 and how many pages? So I went through this thing, and all of a sudden it got stuck, and I lost all the stuff I had already highlighted. It's like, oh my word. You like winter? Do you, Chopper? Good to see you. Oh, the mosquitoes. Northern Canada, I swear to God, they're like helicopters. Oh, the flies. Oh, so do I, Dandy. I hope they find something to arrest him. He's guilty as sin, in my opinion. Too many coincidences. And I mean, the amount of times he's changed his little story there, and I actually played with the map a little bit again, and yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I'm trying. I mean, I'll never be as good as little Miss Mexie there, but I'm trying to do some of the stuff on my own self, learn the areas a little bit better. But yeah, Mexie makes the rockin' maps. You got lots of insects. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I could have my favorite season is spring. I really enjoy it when all those little baby animals start kinda coming about. We've got so many deer here, and I love seeing those brand new babies walking on those rickety little legs. It's like, "Oh my god." Yeah, I love it. So this PCA was huge. I mean, I'm learning lots, but, yeah, it's huge. I'll continue going through it before I do anything. It's 131 pages, and I'm back onto page 7 here. There's some really good information, so maybe when I'm done doing that on another live, maybe that'll be when I go through that, make things a little bit easy easy ugh. Oh, it is it's wide open. Actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's go to meow. Boom. Baha. Look what I learned. Okay, so she was basically right in here somewhere because you can see in the pictures where they've got this dead there's like a dead end sign, and from my best, this is 103. And I mean, it's just sagebush forever and ever. Like, look at that. They've started calling this area here the Boneyard. Yeah, the Boneyard. Isn't that something? So, yeah, the best I can tell, it's just she was right in here somewhere because there are pictures of them there again. Probably looking for more, I don't know, I'm hoping clothing. If there's not much for bones, I wanna see clothing. It's just yeah, wow. I mean, I'm still shocked that they found her. Ooh, right. Monday. Jury selection should be done for the Timothy Ferreter. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Wonder if it's gonna be live. Does anybody know? Well, they say that she was, um, found in, like, a shallow grave is how they're putting it. So, I mean, look at that stuff. It'd be hard as heck to dig out there. So, yeah, I just think that it's so damn remote that the only way a person was gonna notice it, yeah, shallow grave and bones scattered. 1? Okay. Oh, that's right, we were talking about that, right? So what they're gonna do is, like I was saying, what they'll end up doing is that's gonna be like a, court TV probably. So we'll probably have to rely on people's comment when they come out. Does anybody know if they're allowing people to, record it? I think you're right. It looks like that type of area, doesn't it? Like a coyote spot, and it's hot there, so it's like, damn." So I did find a couple things that I wanted to go through with you guys. So this is, that search again, near Moffat where we just looked. Let me see if this is working good for yous. I think I want to go. I think that's where it's making me go. Okay. Yeah. Hey there, Ladybird. Welcome, friend. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a shame when they do this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a look here. So, Suzanne Morphew, investigators search an area near Moffat. So that was that area we just looked at. Multiple law enforcement enforcement agencies conducted a comprehensive search Friday near Moffat, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation said in its release. It's the area in Saguache County where Morphew's remains were found a week ago. So look at this, hey? There's that pole. So information on what was being sought or recovered was not released. But the search followed a multi-day investigation by CBI crime scene agents last week when Morphew's remains were found. So, yeah, they were out there, there's the tape where they what is this? There we are. No. Yeah, that stuff would be hard as heck to dig through, and I mean, whoever did this, they're saying, like, if you do this when it's still dark out, chances of even seeing anybody 'cause that town is so small. Chances of anyone even seeing you out there is, like, slim to none. Unreal. I wish she had ran away with a boyfriend. So this is an active investigation. Whether information will be released at this time, the CBI said Friday. Morphew 49 had been missing since May 10th, 2020. Her remains were recovered on September 22nd, about 40 miles south of Salida area where she was first reported missing. Investigators were pursuing an unrelated case when they found the remains. They announced a positive identification of Suzanne Morphew's remains on Wednesday. CBI said the unrelated search was for missing Saguache woman Edna Quintana, 55, who was last seen walking in the area on May 3rd. According to CBI investigators, they have ruled the disappearance of Edna Quintana and the disappearance of Susan Morphew, and they are not related. Just beautiful. So the Chaffee County mother of 2 adult daughters had reportedly gone for a bike ride before she went before she was reported missing on Mother's Day 2020. She was presumed dead. The prosecutors ultimately charged her husband, Barry Morphew, with her passing, even though her body had not been recovered. I'm so glad they dropped those charges. My goodness. Barry Morphew has maintained his innocence. He is suing the county officials for $15 million over the dismissed prosecution, alleging his constitutional rights were violated. So now there has not been any kind of charges filed, no arrests since Susan Morphew was found. Damn, guys, eh? Absolutely heartbreaking. Okay, I think no, what's gonna happen over here? Wait, 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 wait. Boom. Mm, yeah. Read an article from yesterday that Ellie went back to where she was found. Yeah, that was what we just looked at, And yeah, they spent quite a while there. I wonder whether all this time the daughters are suspicious of Barry. You know, Perry, from what I've seen, they have supported him all the way through this. I don't believe they think at this point that he has done anything. You know, I still believe that he did, and it makes me very sad for those girls because when reality hits, it's gonna be a biatch. You now need to push for nationwide vote if we could make it mandatory to have cameras inside criminal cases. It's true, Chopper. Like, you're absolutely right, friend. It's like, I don't see the reasoning behind it. I just don't. It doesn't matter if social media is gonna follow this regardless. So is mainstream. And I tell you what, in my personal opinion, mainstream is not the most honest group of folks I've ever been around or had to deal with. Yeah, it's 2023. It's the age of technology, so allow cameras inside because they used to hold all trials outside in the center of town. That's very true. Yeah. Are you? Is that much of a drive for you, friend? I've been thinking of you with this case. I would be all over it. We're just me and the mods are just gonna grab a quick flight to Dandy's. Yeah, the state got into a lot of trouble over what they did. There was some misconduct, wasn't there? So, I don't know. I think probably, in my personal opinion, they should get whoever uh, to make this okay, they're probably gonna have to have somebody else prosecute, right? Yeah, whatever yeah, they brought something in, I think, that they shouldn't have, right? At least Barry can now rule out mountain lion abducting her. Isn't that something? Oh my word. Oh my word. I'm planning on when I come back to the States to attend the trial, but I'm also planning on protesting for cameras to be allowed in all courthouses. Hey, Shauna, good to see you, friend. Do you know what? That is an awesome, like, that's a very noble idea. You know, if you ever decide you want to put out any kind of petition, just let me know. Yeah, just amazing. If they do it again in Durango, it's not but a couple-hour drive. I used to oh, did you? Did you have a Durango as well? Oh, Durango is a place? If they do it again in Durango. Alright, gotcha. Oh my word. So if anybody's new, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button. Help me get into that algorithm a little bit more than I am. That is my goal. Get those numbers, those thumbs going. I need to get pushed out a little bit more. So, inclusive, Susan Morphew's body was found in Colorado dumping ground known as the Boneyard, where missing man James Montoya's body was found during a search for Edna Quintana. So Susan Morphew is not the first person to be found out there in recent, like while looking for the for this one person, and they're not finding Edna. Yeah, the Boneyard. And James Montoya, 26, was found there in July. And again, looking for Edna Quintana. Unreal. So here's what they say, September 22nd, scattered in a shallow grave in Moffat and Saguache County. Susan Morphew's remains were found in a Colorado body dump ground known as the Boneyard, where investigators found 26-year-old aspiring Marine in July and are continuing to search for 55-year-old woman Karina Montoya, whose son James Montoya vanished the day before he was scheduled to meet with Marine recruiters. Friday that she visited the site herself, she said that she felt an eerie isolation after her son's body was discovered in a remote section of a sparsely populated Saguache County. It's just so crazy that it's all happening in the same area, said the mom, 56. The Boneyard. Happier days or false face? So this is James Montoya and Edna Quintana. Looking for Edna has brought a couple people home. So he vanished on April 2nd. James had taken an Uber to a bar that night in Lakewood in Denver, where he met and later left with 2 men. His live-in girlfriend noticed he hadn't returned at dawn, reported him missing. They probably were going to go hang out, or maybe they're going to give him a ride home. She suspects she knows the individuals that may have been involved in her son's disappearance, but did not want to discuss specifics because of the investigation. Said he loved to laugh and was very family oriented. He installed kitchen cabinets for a subsidiary of Home Depot. So he's up here in Denver at one point. Here's home, and here's where she's found. Like, look at that. This is perfect spot for somebody with a twisted brain. Like, it's perfect. So Edna Quintana, 5'3", 110 to 120 pounds, brown hair, short as shown in the picture. Brown eyes, wears glasses, a small build. She was last seen in the town of Saguache on May 3rd, 2023. She may also be in the surrounding mountain areas and was not prepared to stay. Edna has acquaintances in the Center, Colorado and Saguache, Colorado that may know of her whereabouts. She may be scared, so if you do see her, please make sure she knows she is safe and call 911. Edna, your family loves you and misses you. We just want you home safe. Please reach out and let us know you're safe, or if we need to come get you. No questions asked. Just come home.
Valvoline full synthetic.
What's this going to be? Let's see. Give us some more info. It's not giving me a 3-second or a 5-second escape. Okay.
3.5 years since her disappearance, Suzanne Morphew's remains are found.
The Colorado Bureau of Investigation located the Chaffee County mother's remains near Moffett last week, in the El Paso County coroner positively identified them today.
Oh, I was going to show you how close that all was. I'm not even going to go there. I'm sorry, guys. These guys are kind of shites. So the investigator at the time had been pursuing an unrelated search for Edna Quintana. So we know that during that search on September 22nd, they did find Susan Morphew's remains scattered in a shallow grave in a remote field near Moffat, Saguich County, 50 minutes from her home in Salida. Last seen setting out for a bike ride. That's the first thing that I've heard about someone seeing her heading out for a bike ride. Have any of y'all heard that? That's new to me. And we know that her bike was found, I think it was law enforcement that found it, tossed off the side of the road, landed in a ravine. She was engaging with another man. He was married. They've been friends since high school, and they were getting very close. This guy's a big boy. And everyone says he had a temper, possessive, controlling. I mean, for the girl's sake, it'd be really nice if this was not the case. It really would. This here, when he leaves the court, those girls are so happy for him, happy for themselves. But are they going to pick him up again? That's the big question, right? So it says when her husband came home from work that day, he found Suzanne sunbathing in the yard. She was sending pictures of herself to Libler via LinkedIn, which the couple had been using to communicate behind her husband's back. The court was shown a photo of Suzanne that she had sent to Jeff Libler that day, which depicted her lying on her front in a bikini and smiling at her $1.3 million home. Barry would later tell investigators his wife looked drunk in that photo, which officials said was Suzanne's last proof of life. Oh yeah, he tells everybody what a drunk she was, how she liked to pop things, and it's like, are you kidding me? I haven't heard of this stuff either. Have you guys, other than what Barry has come out with, anything about her being a drunk? Okay. Pay taxes here in Europe, but also back home in Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma, they don't allow it. It is, right? Shauna. Yes, Crystal Reisner of Creston also vanished in the same county in July of 2016. Yeah, I don't like the fact, like, I don't know if it's true or not, but why would he go out there and tell everybody that she was like a drunk? Even if she was, I mean, I don't know. Maybe she had that problem. Maybe she was an alcoholic. But I don't have any proof of it. Yeah, good call. Sorry, I don't believe she was boozing it up while on cancer treatments. Well said. Very well said, friend. I don't like the way, I mean, he doesn't have anything backing a lot of these allegations when it comes to her. And it's heartbreaking to me because they're saying that, oh, she drank, but the girls didn't even really know. She was able to control this and hide this, and that she was popping these other substances like meds, right? And it's like, what? How on God's green earth, if she was this bad, did nobody see this? Because I just haven't heard anybody say that she had an alcohol problem. I know when I used to drink, it was always memorable for people around me. Just saying. So what we'll do is we'll go through I've got a little bit more to show you, and then I thought maybe we would bomb around a little bit on map time and look around where our house is. Take a look at where he says they went, and went for a walk around the lake. And oh, you know what? And I mean, I really hate to say this, but I hope they can find clothing with evidence on it, I guess, is probably the nicest way to say that. I really hope, I want to know why they were talking about guns so much. Hey, Mal, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. It's just a mess. Okay. So, like I just said, that was supposedly Susan's last proof of life, was that picture. So the following day, Libler wished Suzanne a happy Mother's Day and said he knew it would be a hard day for her because she missed her own mom. And Suzanne never replied. His last known text to Suzanne was sent on May 11th, 2020, in which he offered her, let's see, you'd have to pull this over a bit more, probably. Well wishes for her cancer treatment. That message also went unanswered. Suzanne had survived 2 battles with Hodgkin's lymphoma, decades apart. That cancer, it comes back, that stuff. It's like, what? She wasn't having a hard enough time. Everything I have learned about Suzanne has been nothing but good. Yeah, there was that tranquilizer cap in the dryer, actually. Yeah. Yep. There's also an unspent bullet in their bedroom. So there's a lot of questionable things. Again, I am very happy that the prosecution just shut that down, because it'll give them a chance to bring him back if they find more, and it is Barry. Like, as we know, it's all alleged. Everything's alleged. This is just my personal opinion, and please do research this on your own. Right, Dandy? Oh my goodness. I can smell Barry's ish from across the state. Yeah. Tranquilizer darts and assembly that was never found. But they had that cap. And what was he saying he used that for? For hunting. He liked that for hunting. I don't understand. You would think, if he did indeed do this, that he would have like a way better story, like smart, like ish. Yeah. $1.3 million home and can't afford trash service, right? Yeah. Unreal. So just days before her disappearance, Suzanne texted her husband and apparently signaled to him her intention to end their rocky marriage. She wrote in that note, "I'm done." And this note was sent to Barry on May 6th. "I couldn't care less what you're up to and have been for years. We just need to figure this out civilly." And then afterwards he's telling everybody, no problems. Never heard such a thing. No. Don't know what you're talking about. So after arguments about the evidence and procedures, charges against Barry were dropped a year later without prejudice, meaning he could be charged again if new evidence comes to light. And no arrests have been made since Morphew's remains were located. Yep. Unreal. Unreal. And okay, let's just say it wasn't him. Then who was it? I have not heard of any Cheerio running around. I have not heard anything. I mean, this whole dump spot thing, yeah, that's a little creepy. Yeah, that spy pen. Like, really? All they found on that recently deleted spy pen was her affair. She didn't get that to record herself cheating. No. Isn't that something? Yeah. A spy pen. I want one. I don't know what I'd use it for, but that's just cool. I'm sure I could find a use. Barry Morphew's lawyers slam efforts to blindly reaccuse Barry after his wife Suzanne's body was found over 3 years later. Unreal. Like, she deserved more. $36 on Amazon. Are you serious? Oh man, that's hilarious. I love it. So, Suzanne Morphew's family struggling with immense shock and grief after body discovered. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping that Barry is like cacaing in his pants. I really hope so. And those girls, I think they thought, I almost believe that they thought she was alive still. I don't think their minds could wrap around any other scenario, especially a scenario that involved their dad, you know? Unreal. Let's see here, friends. Sorry, I get rid of the music. Yeah. I love that. Of course he's shocked. He thought he did good, real good. I think so. I really think this arrogant SOB just thought he was like, really good at this. Well, no, he really sucked balls at this. It's like, are you kidding me? No. The freaking DVR to the Morphew house camera was missing, right? They had all of those cameras around, and yeah, nothing. Just like him, running around shooting at, what was he supposed to be shooting at? Chipmunks. Running around his house, shooting at chipmunks while she was supposedly stretched out tanning. What the what? Chipmunks, yes. Chipmunk Gate. It's Chipmunk Gate, guys. Chipmunk Gate. Like, really? I agree. Nothing more for them to solve this. It's just, I think I'm still in shock that they found her. I was really starting to lose faith. But good on them. I mean, accidental or not, she's home. Yeah, messed up big time. Yeah, absolutely, friend. I love your dog, by the way. If that's your dog, I will babysit anytime. I'm in Canada, but anytime. Okay, let's take a look at this again here. So the lawyer representing Barry Morphew lashed out at those rushing to blindly reaccuse the Colorado landscaper in his wife Suzanne's passing, which she suggested could be tied to other unexplained passings and disappearances. Yeah, whatever. So Susan Morphew's remains were found last week, more than 3 years after the 49-year-old failed to return for a bike ride on Mother's Day 2020. I do not think she was on that bike for 2 seconds. I don't. The first and most important focus should be on the Morphews. They just learned that they lost their beautiful mother and wife after she disappeared 3.5 years ago. Iris Eiton, founder of the Eiton Law Firm, wrote in a lengthy statement to KKTV. Those girls, my heart goes out for them. Oh, I love Buster. Mel, I love Buster. So what appears to be the overriding focus is a finger pointing right back where it started 3.5 years ago. A movement to blindly reaccuse Barry for Suzanne's passing. Eiton, I think that's Eiton or Eaton. Eiton was referring to the fact that Barry Morphew, 55, was initially charged with his wife's then presumed passing before the case was dropped in April 2022, without prejudice. Again, leaving the door open for charges to be refiled. Yeah, I just can't. Just unreal. So there's the lawyer there and all of her help in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on her team, it looks like, maybe more. In her scorching denunciation? I don't even know. Isn't that something? Of law enforcement agencies to prosecutors involved in the case. Eiton noted that the missing mom of 2 body was found in a shallow grave in the middle of a desert field in sagebrush in Moffat, Saguache County, 45 miles south of the Morphew home. At no time did the FBI, CBI, Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, or the DA's office pinpoint, even generally claim that Barry was in the area south of his home near Moffat, or anywhere near Saguache County at any relevant time frame, she declared. It would be ludicrous for anyone to now try to fit the now facts prior to false assumptions and accusations. She noted that her client was the most scrutinized, dissected, surveilled individual at the time of his wife's high-profile disappearance and in the years since. Brutal. Look at those. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Eiton also claimed that Saguache County officials only stumbled upon Suzanne Morphew by accident on September 22nd while looking for another missing person, 55-year-old Edna Quintana, who vanished in the area on May 3rd. Well, who in God's green earth thought that Suzanne Morphew was going to be the middle of that desert? I don't care if it's just off a road or 30 miles in. I mean, really? That town has 100 people scattered. Law enforcement officials that were supposedly looking for Suzanne were never looking for Suzanne in the Moffat area or area south of Maysville because they only focused on Barry being the suspect, Eaton stated, and they knew Barry was not south of Maysville and certainly not 45 miles south. He had a lot of time on his hands. That's what I'm thinking. You know, it's not like he could not have done this. Are you kidding me? Yes, it's been a good year for cold cases and justice for the victims. Absolutely. Some good things are happening, aren't they? I mean, Tupac? Nice. I did not expect that to happen. Buster. Oh, he's beautiful. Cancer patients don't usually have the energy to go for a leisurely stroll on a bicycle, just saying. I think you're right. I mean, anybody else I've seen have to go through this, they don't feel so hot. His lawyer kissed him after court. Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, that's disgusting. That just makes my mind go spots that it's just like, yeah, whatever. Data retrieved from Barry Morphew's phone and car, as well as surveillance video, showed that between May 9th and 10th, he was either at home in Maysville or working in areas well north of his residence, according to his lawyer. What needs to be done instead of pointing fingers at Barry Morphew is asking officials about the number of missing people and number of human remains that have been recovered in Saguache County in the past. Besides Quintana, who has so far not been found, Eaton mentioned Crystal Reisinger, a 29-year-old mom who vanished in July 2006, not too far from Moffat, an unidentified man whose skeletal remains were discovered by Saguache County Sheriff's Office in late July of this year, and another person whose body was found in the same area last weekend. Like what? Can you imagine back then she just probably thought she had a great catch? What are the circumstances of their disappearances? What is the cause and manner of the death and the remains found in the area? What happened to them? Are they looking for other remains in this area? When law enforcement focus in on one person and refuses to review evidence objectively and fairly, it is a disservice to the community and creates exactly what has come to light: years of unsolved passing. Well, I hope if this is him, bring him down. Barry Morphew's legal team in April filed a complaint asking that the prosecutor be disciplined for allegedly intentionally, this is not cool if it's true, withholding evidence in the case, including DNA from a mystery man that was found on Suzanne Morphew's glove box and has been linked to 3 unsolved SA cases in Chicago or Arizona. Okay, now, what is that? Do you know what? This is the first time this particular article that I have seen with there possibly being DNA to an offender. I just, what? No, the girls have their own spots. One is in university, and the other one I can't recall exactly where she was. I know that they got home that same Mother's, like that day, from a camping trip. No. Getting 2 people to go down there out of the blue to work on a job site, but didn't leave the right tools for it. Exactly. I agree with you. The 9th is the day something happened. I agree with you. Yeah. I'm really, really curious about, I mean, we know that usually when something like a domestic happens, there's usually throttling involved. But I'm really curious why he was running around with a gun. They are saying that they did not find any casings. So I found that pretty interesting. You know, what was he actually doing? Was he chasing her? That's my thoughts. Yep. Nope. Yes. Yep. And that's the thing. They've got all this information, just like they did in the Murdoch case. They've got phones tracking this guy to a certain point because he does put it, oh, exactly. He puts his phone on airplane mode. So why? When you're at home, happy little Mother's Day, what the hell? Why do you have your phone on airplane mode? And why, when you first got back, did your phone go round and round your great big house? I mean, it's just sus, guys. Like, it's heart-wrenching. I'm really happy that they found those remains because I didn't see that coming either. You know, knew that she was gone, but yeah, I don't know. I thought he would have done a better job. I guess that's my thoughts. I mean, look at how close those mountains are. And he goes to a desert area. Amazing. So let's see here. So again, this area here, there's that, you can see this in the background of that picture. And literally, like right in here somewhere, they say that this dip here, if people are driving by, you can't see anything in there. You can duck down and Nanu. Hello, James. Hey there, rapper. Good to see you guys. Nanu. So yeah, that's basically, but still, like, what kind of move is that? He's not brilliant. Look at how close you are to those Rockies. Unreal. Just something else. So let's see here. Yeah, boom. This is their house. Down. It doesn't get any closer, guys. So everything working okay over there on your side, friends? So this is the house. So sadly, I can only get onto kind of the highway, not in here. What's going on there? Okay. Looked like maybe there was some problems. So the main road, the only way I could find, because this here is a river. I think it's called Foose River. And Foose Creek, they like to go here into the dam and kind of walk around. Yeah. Yeah, he was a firefighter. He was a firefighter. I think I've even got the firehouse on here somewhere. So yeah, they like to spend time there. And there's also the dam. Oh, Creek. Hey, Mary. Yeah, firefighting training. This guy, I mean, oh my word. I'm trying to see here. So this here, where do I want to start this? So their house is right here. So there's really only one way out to get to that highway. And that is, they've got like a little walk that takes them, a boardwalk almost, that takes them out here. And then to go hit the highway, they've got to go this way and then down out there. I'm not finding anything else, any other way for them to hit that highway. And there's also this house that's kind of tucked away as well. Got a little one in here. So not much for neighbors. I mean, they can make a lot of noise, can't they? What's going on here? Okay. Everything all good there? Having problems with that. Under. That's a great song. That's a great song. Looks like that keeps freezing up on me right now. So I'm taking a look at one more article. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Have you got a lot of construction going on right now all over? Okay. That's really quite a bit behind. I know, right, Mel? I was wondering the same thing, but basically, once you're out of there, there's not a lot of houses, and once you get out of there, there's not really a lot. You're straight on that highway and go. Did he? Okay, let's take a boo here.
Spencer Wilson continues to follow the discovery of remains for Suzanne Morphew. More than 3 years after her disappearance, her remains found in Moffett, that's about 45 minutes south of Salida, where she lived. Spencer live now in Salida, where Morphew disappeared back in 2020. And Spencer, her husband, Barry Morphew, was originally charged with her murder, but those charges were dropped, and he is a free man right now.
So I really hope that this changes. Like I said, I hope that they find clothing, something along those lines, that there's possible DNA on there too. I don't know, give us an idea of what could have happened. I don't think it was pleasant. So I'm thinking there should be some form of DNA if they can get, if they can find stuff. They need to find stuff.
Yeah, and whether or not that could change anytime soon, experts are telling us for now, we have to sit tight. It could be months before anything else comes from this case, whether or not we even end up going to a murder trial.
Do you guys think this will go to trial? Oh, I loved that show, Moonlighting. Absolutely. So, yeah, do you guys think this will go to trial? Or do you think that, I don't know, are they going to have enough? I suppose it's going to also make a difference with her bones to see if there's any damage.
After 3 painful years of searching for Suzanne Morphew, investigators finally have her body at the coroner's office. That provides more opportunity for prosecutors. Should the
Look at how barren this place is. It just blows me away. Unreal. Like I can imagine or just imagine how many remains there are in this area because, I mean, look at even when they were looking for Dylan Rounds and finding all sorts of people. Looking for Daniel Robinson, they found more people. I mean, what is happening? What's going on in these deserts? Like, they're just good dump sites, I guess.
case go to trial again?
It's very difficult to prove a murder case without a body. Now that authorities have a body, there's going to be a lot of investigative work that needs to be done.
And that work could take months. Without guarantee, there will be
I could almost guarantee that's rattlesnake country. I can almost guarantee it. They've got water
bombshell
there.
information found alongside the body, which could have been out there for years at this point.
You're probably, going to have less than ideal circumstances and materials that can be tested and recovered. However, there's still going to be a lot of information revealed by those remains, even if they're skeletal with some clothing.
But that does not always help prosecutors.
Depending on what was found, it could be more helpful to the defense.
That's a scary thing. I was listening to her earlier, and again, they're saying that depending on what they have been able to find, it could do the defense a favor. I mean, we just want to solve it. I mean, if he's not the one, so be it. But she needs justice. Those girls, come on.
And they're going to wait to see what the autopsy results are, wait to see if there can be a cause of death, if the coroner is able to even pinpoint when the death took place, all of those things.
But as for justice for Suzanne,
Hey, Dandy, do you know, is this rattlesnake area? To me, it looks like a lot of maybe jackrabbits and badgers, snakes, possibly. I mean, I don't even think deer want to be out there. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Morphew, and the reason she was found out there, almost 50 miles from where she was last seen, experts tell us it will likely be a while before we see an arrest, if we do, especially after last try.
Sometimes we see charges be filed in a criminal case, sometimes too quickly, where prosecutors believe that they have enough evidence. In this particular,
They were saying that they needed her body. And if they had their body, they might get what they needed just from her remains. So I guess they'll have her hair. So they'll know that way. I mean, if she was taking all of these meds that he's saying. But oh my goodness, out there. You're not a big snake person. We've got it's getting big. Yeah, we've got one. And I've definitely lived in a rattlesnake area. And basically, actually, I had a pet rattlesnake and didn't know it was a rattlesnake. Yeah, that's Frankie for you. I thought it was like a little aggressive, like it was a baby, just this little aggressive garter snake is what I thought. And then the women are like, no. Well, it didn't hurt me. And then I found out later that they have more of a punch than the adults do because they can't stop the venom. They don't have venom control. I was just looking. There are cameras on Highway 50, the short way to Moffett. We've got a it's a boa constrictor. It's a boa constrictor or a python. I always get it mixed up. Sophie. Not so small anymore. Eats big rats. Oh, do you, Mal? That's awesome. I used to have an albino corn snake. 15-foot boa. Whoa. Okay, I was going to ask that, Mary. Does anybody know if there was footage on that highway of him? Because that was a while ago. 3.5 years ago. Yeah, Sophie the snake. It's all good unless it gets loose. And then I worry about my chinchillas and my sugar gliders. My ferret can fight for itself. Probably win. There may be. That's what I just looked up. There are cameras. Okay. Okay. Because my thoughts are that he took that route on his way to work. I haven't followed any of the highways yet to see where they connect, but my guess is literally that he did this on his way to work. I mean, he was running around dumping things in different bags in those dumpsters. Like, that's not normal.
Particular case, I think they believed they had enough evidence, but there was some evidence that was not going to be allowed in because of discovery violations.
Now, I also received a
So with that said, again, I'm not that familiar with US laws and more confusing when it gets state to state. This evidence that they're talking about, if the new prosecution follows everything the way that they should, can that information be brought into a new trial? Or because of what happened, will that stuff be thrown out?
statement from Suzanne's family this morning saying, in part, quote, over the last 3 years, countless hours have been spent looking for Suzanne by a determined group who have never given up hope that she would be found. We look forward to finding long-awaited justice for Suzanne in the successful prosecutions of those involved in her disappearance. Live in Salida, Spencer Wilson covering Colorado First.
And we know you'll.
Yeah. Well, heartbreaking, guys. Wouldn't that be up to the new judge? I don't know how they would work that. You know, I mean, it would be a whole new trial. So I would think that it would be an option. So I'll try and get back. I'll watch and see if it works. And I'll try and look at those maps again. And if it's messing all up, we'll just. So, yeah. So this is the dam that they like to visit right in here. They say that she would ride her bike down there. And then this would be the highway that would take them right out of the area, right? Let's see. See, yeah, it's acting up again. I wonder how far they would search around the area. It seems like a vast area to cover. All right. I mean, holy smokes. That would make sense to me too, friend. It really would. And again, absolutely, Mel, like it's been too long for there not to be any kind of truth. You know, it's just really sad. The whole thing is just sad. So let's see if it'll take me here. This would be the fire department that he would volunteer for. Let's see. It's not doing like it used to. Go. Just, yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Chaffee County Fire Department. Just a little tiny spot. This looks like it could be, it's very quaint. Kind of in the foothills. Amazing. Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna go back. So I was kind of curious about this place because they've got it mapped. The Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. So they do have this on the map, and I'm not quite sure why. So there's Moffett. Pretty busy little area. So Moffett, there's the firehouse. So everything's kind of stretched out. They found themselves a very secluded type spot. All sorts of little paths and follow the creeks and just amazing. So that's the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Durango. Okay. So between it's only a 45-minute drive from where they lived to where this happened. 45 minutes. So in my mind, I mean, I'm going to have to map out the highways a little bit, but this is there's Broomfield and the Holiday Inn where he stayed. So hell yeah. Look at that. Straight, you get over to whatever highway this is, to Pueblo, and straight up. Boom. So let's see here. Moffett. I'll take a look and see what I can find as far as that goes. Okay, guys. Well, I think that's everything that I had up to show you guys this happy Saturday. Yeah, nice little town. Is it a local beauty spot? That could be. Oh, is that what it is? It's a destination spot. It looks awesome. Weird place to have a ginormous sand dunes at the foot of the mountains. Beautiful area. And a lot of alternative thinkers live around there. I love it. Now that's my type of spot. Absolutely love it. So, guys, I think I am going to call that our update. Bit snaky for my liking, just saying. The weirdos flock there. That's my spot. Sand dunes are so cool. So very cool. Yeah, I mean, all that sage bush and what have you. Yeah, it's a little snaky, I would think. And yeah, Dandy's familiar with all of that. So need to book a ticket there. You need to like think about CrimeCon next summer in Nashville. All of the rest of us mods and what have you, we're all kind of talking about it. So you should think on it, James. I know it would be a little bit more of a hoof for you than me, but hell, it's vacay. Okay, well, I guess I know, near Elvis, and that's my thing. Near Elvis. Yep. I'd be all over it. And Lisa Marie's daughter, I can't remember her name right now. She now is in charge of everything, and she's opened a lot of different exhibits. Oh, absolutely. The daughter, because I don't think Priscilla, I think she had a problem. What is this young girl's name? Yeah, Graceland. Yes. And I mean, even Nashville's kind of cool. I've never been. I just think it would be great. I used to really like Priscilla. I used to really, really. But I don't know. She might have another side. I mean, you don't know, right? Yeah, Lisa Marie. So her daughter, it's not Kylie. She's got a really neat name. And yeah, she is taking this over. Her and the twins, right? But the twins are too young, so she's doing her best now. And I'm sure Lisa or Priscilla must have something to do with all that in my mind. So guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you tons. And if you haven't subscribed and hit that thumb, please do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.